They're back. Man, part 2. We, whether you want to believe it or not, are our own worst enemy. I'm going to give you a prime example on 2 things. I'm going to compare Nelly with Miley Cyrus. Well, nigga, that makes no sense. Watch closely. Now, if anybody knows who the true masters of the stripping game are, of course it's our beautiful sisters. If that's the way they make their money, I understand. At least they not hurting nobody. And at least you have to go into a forum, pay some money in order to see this show. So I can't really say too much shit about it. But we have so many sisters who have taken that forum and have used that camera in their damn house, trying to get discovered. That's not how you push a demo. You know what I'm saying? They doing free shit in their house, like all these damn twerk videos. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm comparing Nelly with Miley Cyrus. You starting to get it now. When I said we are our own worst enemy. Nelly had a video called Tip Drill. Now, they had 2 versions. They had the X-rated version, and then they had some other version. Or maybe none of them was clean enough to show to the normal populace. But Nelly had a damn thing called Tip Drill. And everybody, after they seen him slide that car between their sister's cheeks, every ugly black woman in the world said, that is just disrespectful to women. These are all the women that didn't have a man, didn't have a boyfriend, didn't have a husband. They were more concerned about what Nelly did with a woman that he paid money to be in a video. She was paid a service to be in a video. And watch this. Black women heavily put their energy into that shit. Well, I'm telling you, we are in each other's way. Then Nelly had to do a public apology, right? Then you had Imus, or whatever the fuck his name is, the little nappy head hoe shit. They were nappy headed hoes. They were lesbian dyke, tattooed, nappy headed hoes. But all of a sudden, when they was ready to fire that motherfucker, because he told the truth, what you would call racist, they had their perms in, they pulled the sleeves down, everybody was looking nice and neat that day. But their average image was fucked up. But poor Nelly had to come in public and apologize for his entertainment venue. Them sisters went at his ass. Nelly pretty much started going downhill, if you notice that, for real. Now, let's take Miley Cyrus. Little boy built ass. She built like a little boy. Whatever. This motherfucker gets on stage, sticks her tongue out, gets to twerking, right? It is a national forum. You seen this in China? Everybody in their mama just, oh my God. I can't believe it, for about 3 days. No one went, made her do a public apology for being nasty. He did a video that you have to go click on and watch. She did it at the VMA Awards in front of everybody. And no one crucified Miley Cyrus. Now, you got 50 million motherfucking sisters who are playing follow the fucking leader. Let me follow Miley. And all these white girls twerk, 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 twerk for free. These are probably bitches that can't even keep a man, have a bad relationship, don't even plan on getting married, but they're gonna sit here and shake their ass for a fucking webcam for free. What is my point? My point is this: if you look on Amazon right now, and this is why I tell you, you gotta watch what white people do. Not the common white folk that you see driving on the roads with you in Andromeda. No. I'm talking about the white people you didn't even know were white people. They look like Nosferatu. They look like motherfucking vampires. I'm gonna stay on the target, but I'm just gonna explain to you what I'm talking about when I talk about rich white folks. I've been around white folks so motherfucking rich, they look like vampires. Like real, genuine motherfucking vampires, nigga. Nosferatu. I'm not playing. I'm just simply, when you do security and shit for people, you will see there's some motherfucking white people that look like motherfucking vampires. Maybe that's why they keep vampire movies coming out so much. But yeah, Miley Cyrus and her twerk video goes viral. So here we are. You get on Amazon or any of the websites and you look up twerk videos. I tell you, there's about 12 to 7 twerk videos and not one black woman on the cover. Ain't nothing but little boy built white girls. helping other boy-built white women twerk. But my wife brought up a valid point. Look, as curvy as our sisters are, and as voluptuous as their body is, see, most white girls are built like boys. They are. They built like boys. They know they built like boys. That's why so many of them are breaking their neck to try to sleep with a black man. So they get some of the enzyme in them to help their butt and their breast grow. So they get thick. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You listen to a lot of white girls talk, they'll tell you that getting semen, yes, let the motherfucking brother blow load and you get that type of semen, is enzyme to help shit grow. This is what they believe. You wonder why the white girls being with brothers is so popular. Not for just love and marriage. They're trying to get that enzyme, nigga. That's it. That first-rate enzyme. But all these videos out with these white girl instructors and not one sister. My wife brought up the point was, you know, if a sister did it with all her voluptuousness and she was wearing panties like this girl, oh, that'd be considered porn. Because our women are much more volatile. Like it's there. Like when you see them in a bathing suit, it changes your thought process. Much less G-string and stripping or doing a twerk video. When you twerking attributes that people gave you. But that's neither here nor there, or remains to be seen, because the problem is that's all sisters concentrate on there. You got the most beautiful six-pack having, nice breast sisters in the world. First thing they do, they take pictures of their butt. That to me shows a level of ignorance. That's all it is. You don't know any better. You don't know any better. That's all. All you have is pictures of your behind that you want to attract people to your page. Or you got twerk videos. Or you have naked, you all tatted up. You know, all I can tell you is this. Good luck to you, but I'm going to tell you this. If you're lucky, you're going to have a lot of baby daddies. If you're lucky. If you're decent, you might even have a husband that takes care of those kids and that will give it to you from the baby daddy. That's the only two outcomes you got. From women who be on their page, twerking, shaking their hands, and I know a lot of niggas, oh, he just hating. I'm not hating, bro. I want you to think about, if y'all got to know, my goal process is this. I'm doing what my goal process is this. If it affects children, young ladies, girls up and coming, and keeps them from being young ladies and clean image, to me, it is fucked up. So I put drug dealers, twerkers, and 40-year-old stupid niggas trying to fuck young bitches as the same thing. Pieces of shit. That's what the fuck you is, man. That's all you is. You gotta think about it. In your imagination, think about it. Your imagination is what pushes your dreams forward. In your imagination is what you store something called image. Your image is what you facilitate, what you think you want people to see of you. But that's not truly 100% of you. See, I lay my soul on the line out here in this motherfucker. You can pretty much tell by 200 videos what type of nigga I am. You can't hide this. You can't. You can't. I'm a professional. I'm a proud black man. I love my black people. And I'm a nigga. And I'm telling you, I'm a nigga. Yeah. Because I figured out how this world works. And people say, I can't believe you use that word. How can you as a so-called, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Until we are fully in charge of shit, if you look in your Microsoft Word and you type in nigga, there's no correct, there's a spell check for that motherfucking word. Noah Webster, this C student, has got by with that spell check. All right? So think about it. In your imagination is your image of what you facilitate, what you think you want people to see. You understand what I'm saying? You are fueling, remember this one, fueling your own fiction. That's what you're doing. You are fueling your own fucking fiction. Not fact, nigga. Fiction. You understand what I'm saying? In your imagination is your own image where you fuel your own fiction. The bullshit you feed to your homeboy, to your homegirl, instead of keeping it real. The problem is we don't check each other. We don't. I got niggas that I know and I check them niggas every day. And yeah, they probably can shoot me, but they can't whip my ass, but the point, I do it respectfully. Like, man, come on, man. How you gonna do a girl like that? You know that's stupid. Man, but you don't, I do understand. I understand that I know you. I don't know her. You chose her. So either you chose her for the qualities of mentality, emotionality, or pussy. One of the three. Because in us is 7 glands. So when I'm talking about your imagination, your image that you fuel your own fiction with, your popularity with that imagination and image is based on the population that's surrounding you. And the hood is the same motherfuckers, so they try to impress the same goddamn thing. That's why you have so many small minds and so many hoods all over the United States doing the same thing. population based on popularity, or vice versa. So if one nigga in the hood is that top nigga or that alpha nigga wearing tennis shoes, certain type of jeans, then every motherfucker in the hood gonna want it. Because you're not thinking for yourself. You're watching TV, and TV is not good for you and me. TV is good for the weed that's trying to kill thee. Y'all gonna get it sooner or later, man. Sometimes y'all gonna get it sooner or later. Motherfuckers would rather be feared than be considered intelligent and corny. We'd rather be feared. Why do you think that every time you go for a job interview, you see that the gay guys get the job before your black ass do? Because they put another culture in front of them. Not only did whites separate themselves, they put themselves right behind everybody else again, but they put a space between us by creating this gay and lesbian. That's why I go at them so hard, man. That's why I say you fail to being a man, you fail to being a woman. All you did was somebody fed you something, you consumed and say, hey, that's a good idea, you won't go on that way. Because this is the thing you gotta think about. In order for you to be made, a man had to nut in a woman, have a baby. That's how you were made. So you was not born through any contraceptive of a dick in the anus or pussy rubbing a pussy. That's not how you were created. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, let me tell you something how dumb this shit is. That's just like telling me that fire was created with water and leaves. You created fucking fire with water and leaves. I want you to go and take a bucket, throw some motherfucking leaves in that bitch, and try to make yourself a warm fire with some water. Please do. You know, there's probably a couple of IT chemical smartasses out there where if you add phosphorus negative, motherfucker, I said the only ingredient you can use is water, bucket, and leaves. Make a fucking fire. So you saying that you're born gay? Totally fucking stupid. We can't get out of each other's way. And I'm not going to get out of your way. Because I'm a grown-ass man. I've lived a long time on this planet. I've done what the fuck I'm supposed to do to put my family, my wife, and my children in a secure place. And the problem is this. I have to watch for what my children are going to see. You got to, man. You have to protect your kids from these crazy-ass fucking adults out here. If you think that your son watching a bunch of niggas walk around in some pink and green shorts, motherfucking whatever the little pants, capri pants that women be wearing, and tennis shoes, thinking that that might not affect the sub-psyche and the subconscious of your child, when it's only a couple of heterosexual males in the hood, it will. Because boys will join the popular majority. Not necessarily that they're gay, or that they're gay, or they're homosexual, whatever the fuck, or they're attracted to men. It's the fact that that's the popular thing. That's what all the dudes are doing. So you start to look at yourself like, why am I not doing it? You're subconscious, man. And I'm gonna end it with one good point. This brother has a video on Facebook. And he's talking about how dudes got love for the hood. And he broke down the word neighborhood, and I thought that shit was ingenious. The reason why you call the hood hood instead of neighborhood, because you don't want the responsibility of being a neighbor. You just want the protection of doing bullshit in the hood. I thought that shit was ingenious. He talking about how these motherfuckers throwing up sets, claiming this, claiming that, and you don't own not one brick, not one block, that you still living in a motherfucking house with your mama. Still living in a house with your mama. And these are the most church-going motherfuckers in the world. The people that are at the lowest level of poverty, that don't have the money, nor the financial action, and capabilities, no education to put themselves above water. They just constantly motherfucking holding their breath every day. Cop patrol everywhere there, and these motherfuckers go to church the most. And what does that pastor or preacher do to you? I dare any pastor on this video to come and attack me, i.e. through the Bible, or try to educate me. Sir, ma'am, God bless you. Yeah, confusing, ain't it? But I will destroy you. I will destroy you. I stay silent on this issue because there's so many of my people that are brainwashed. One last thing. When you look at the picture of Jesus Christ, yes, Jesus, or Ben Joshua Her, or what is his name? Caesar Joseph, whatever his name, Josephus. You see that he always has a heart, right? And around that heart is barbed wire. And then as you move to his head, there's an aura, all right? That aura, all right? So what he does first, while you got that white picture up in your black church, what he does first is that he locks in on your emotions. Now, if black people don't think they're driven by their emotions, you are slightly mistaken. If you watch my videos, I've raised your emotions. on purpose so you can identify where your shortcomings are. The biggest advantage that every other culture has over us is our level of anger control and our level of emotional control. Sisters will run through causing all sorts of shit, get a nigga locked up, get a nigga shot and killed, and then lay on her bed and cry. And but I gotta get my strength together. I gotta pull through this, girl. You can make it. When you were the motherfucker that caused all the fucking problem. But when I say Jesus has this heart on the little comic book character, yeah, I'm driving. Yeah, he's like, you can play with fire. No. Comic book character with the heart with the concertina wrapped around it. All this, woo, that bullshit you be doing. He locks you emotionally. The artist that did that, you ever notice in all the pictures from the Renaissance point up? Locks you emotionally. Because that's why you're so scared to step away from that. But there's a lot of people in there burning that Jesus Christ picture. I'm telling you, once you break that, you control your money, you get out of this modern day slavery. Once you break from the emotion, once you learn how to control your emotions, then you got to break away from the constant mind control. Why you think they show you Noah and all these Jesus movies? Constantly reiterating. I told you, everything in Hollywood gives you is propaganda for a purpose, not for your pleasure. Propaganda for a purpose, not for your pleasure. And all y'all breaking your neck to go see the nativity scene and all the damn Jesus movies and everything else, man, go ahead. Do you, bro? You refuse to open up a fucking book, do you? But once he gets you up to the head where that big yellow light bulb is, that aura, and y'all say, oh, that's the sun behind him. Whatever the fuck you may want to think. But it's the mysticism of the unknown. Because you're being mystified by myth. That boy does not exist. And if he did exist, his name was not Jesus or the Mexican Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? That was not his name. If you don't want to put the proper image of the so-called young man that went through just like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Marcus Garvey, you want to put the right image up, then people are going to continue to follow that false one. Follow the false one. You tell me, write down a list. I want you to write down Jesus, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Marcus Garvey. Now, underneath Jesus, I want you to write down everything on the physical plane that Jesus has done for you. Cut the paper in half. Don't cut it. Draw a line in half. Then I want you to write down on the spiritual, emotional plane what Jesus has done for you. Now, with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Marcus Garvey, I want you to write down on the physical layer, the present, the past, and the future that you cannot even perceive yet, what these three brothers have done for you. Then I also want you to write down what they have spiritually and emotionally done for your race, creed, of people. Now, if you don't know who Marcus Garvey is, or Malcolm X, or Martin Luther King, man, don't fuck nothing. Trust me, listen to me real quick. Ladies, don't give up your pussy. Men, don't stick your dick in nothing, because you don't need to move forward DNA-wise, okay? If you want to be gay and lesbian, man, hey, I'm happy for you. You can do that thing. Because if you don't know who Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, all right, and Martin Luther King is, but you know who Jesus is, you're doomed right now. I'm telling you right now, real time on this video, you're doomed. There's nothing that you're going to accomplish. I promise you that. I promise you that. You're just as safe as a person's about to commit suicide. That's how safe you are. Call it what you want. Tell me in 5 or 7 years how well your life ends up. Am I wrong? Maybe I might be. But all I'm simply saying is this, bro. Your head is like an antenna. All about the feed that you get. That free frequency that's out there. You can either go get that free frequency that's good for you, or get that one that's fed to you. There's a free frequency out there if you choose to educate yourself that's good for you. Or you get that one that's fed to you. Your environment, where you live at, is your level of envy. That's why rich people strive to get bigger bugger houses and more goddamn business. And own more welfare, more wealth. Your envy is your environment. Your popularity is based on your population. And your image of self is your own personal imagination. Fueling fiction. Image of self, personal imagination. Popularity based on your hood and population. Okay? And your environment. Your environment that you were raised up in is your level of envy of shit you want. D-boys, dumbass, bitches half naked. That's what you envy. That's what you want because that's what's in your environment. I can't put it no simple in that, man. Stop fueling your own fiction. Find out who the fuck Marcus Garvey is. Find out who the fuck Martin Luther King is. please find out who Malcolm X was. Because you can sit here and bang a book and say Jesus, 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 and you have no idea who allowed you to read a fucking book in the first place, to get an education in the first place, to allow you to have free worship in the first place. Are you crazy? Hey, I probably fucked this video up too, man, but I'm here to tell you, man, this topic, adversarial obstruction is the worst fucking thing in the world because we can't get out of each other's way. We ain't willing to help each other, do for each other, fix, vibe, heal each other. And that's what's wrong with us. Once we get that religious shit out the way, we bring our education shit in our pathway, we get our finances and we join our money together, brother, I'm telling you, not one cop, not one organization, not one government can do anything to you because bullets hurt, but you gotta know their financial worth. They can't buy what you don't spend when they get that. It's a source of reality.